All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakodash, and give double honors to the apostles of great millstone that rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from Trend.com. Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake, right? And I get straight into it. It says, Israel, no country for black people. It says, early this month, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that African refugees had 3 months to get out of the country, describing African refugees numbering about 40,000 as infiltrators. Netanyahu said they had no choice. They could either accept a once-off payment of $3,500 and relocate to other African country or spend the rest of their life in jail in Israel. They have until March to decide. All right, so now this president, he said that, hey, Israel is not a place for black people and they had to leave. We could pay you for you to leave. You'll be an incentive, or or we put your ass in jail. All right, and the one thing he called them was infiltrators. So I just want to look up the word infiltrator. All right, forgot I took my Wi-Fi off. All right, the word infiltrator, it says to infiltrate into or through, permeate, to cause to pass in by filtering, to move into an organization, country, or territory, or the like, surreptitiously and gradually, especially with hostile intent, the troops infiltrated enemy lines. It says it's to pass a small number of soldiers, spies, or the like into a territory or organization, clandestinely and with hostile and subversive intent. All right. So now he said that they were infiltrators. All right. He said they were infiltrators. So I want to just go into some scriptures. This is Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 36, I said at verse 5. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, surely in the fire of my jealousy I have spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom, which have appointed my land into their possession with all the joy of their heart, and with despiteful minds have cast it out as a prey. So guess what? You are the ones that infiltrated. You came in our land and took over our land as your own. Now you have the audacity, because majority of those so-called Africans are from the western side, and they are our people. They are Israelites. So they're trying to come back to their land, but you calling them infiltrators and saying if they don't leave, they will be locked up for life. That is why the Most High gonna put you damn devils into slavery forever. So now we're gonna return upon your head. Same way you wanted to put Israel in jail for life, you're gonna go into slavery for life. Verse 6, it says, prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains of Israel, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. It says, therefore, thus, and they bear the shame of the heathen right now. All right, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I have lifted up my hand. Surely the heathen that are round about you shall bear their shame. So guess what? You damn devils, you're gonna bear your shame. You calling us infiltrators, but you are the ones that infiltrated. This damn devil you infiltrated in our land and had the audacity to say that, guess what? That we don't belong there. All right? Just want to bring out this next scripture here. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that had been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. And the reason for bringing that precept out is because when you go into the history of the Spanish Inquisition, all right, I read it once in the book From Babylon to Timbuktu by rule of Windsor, all right, but I don't have the book with me right now, so let's put it up on the net. It says the history of the Jews in Portugal reaches back to 2,000 years and is directly related to Sephardic history and Jewish ethnic divisions that represent communities that originated in Iberian Peninsula, Portugal, and Spain. Guess what? They were all people. All right, they were all people. But there's a point here. It said in 1492, Spanish expelled its Jewish population as part of the Spanish Inquisition, tens of thousands of Jews subsequently fled to Portugal, where the King John II granted them asylum in return for payment. However, the asylum was only temporary. After 8 months, the Portuguese government decreed the enslavement of all Jews who had not yet left the country. In 1493, King John deported several hundred Jewish children to the newly discovered colony of Sao Tome, where many of them perished. Now, so guess what? He said that they had a time frame to leave. Now, when you're going to the Babylon to Timbuktu, it said that he gave them, I believe, was up to 8 months, all right, to leave the country, and he would provide ships. And guess what? It didn't have enough ships. So at the end of 8 months, it still had many Jews remain. It said that the Jews that remained was sold into slavery. Hence, the first Jews the first Negroes that came over in the Americas came from Spain and Italy, and not from the western coast of Africa. All right. So they cast us out and sold us into slavery. So that is just what this devil here planning to do. So it's nothing new under the sun. But guess what? The Most High gonna bring it upon you. The scripture say we're gonna rule over our oppressors. So just like you done, it's gonna be done unto you. So you so-called whites, you Edomites, you going into slavery. Thus say the Lord. So with that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadosh. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy not rule well. Salutations to the men of the whole land, saints say elect. These Makazah saying Shalom.